The following is a presentation of Muddy River Sports.
The Class 2 District 5 championship on the line in Lewis County with top-seeded Highland battling 21-3 Paris. Abby Lay is used to pitching in these big games, and she showed some big-time poise on this day. Following a leadoff walk in the first, Lay promptly strikes out Katie Cummins. Next batter, Emma Ashenfelter. Thanks for coming. Reese Sutton, the same fate. Lay fans the side and strands a runner at second, setting the stage for the Cougars offense to go to work. And go to work they did. With one out, Addie Abel just inside the third base bag. May have been two anyway, but a little bobble and left ensures that Abel cruises into scoring position for Bailey Christ, and it's especially scoring position with the way this lineup can swing it. Abel had already stolen third, and Christ would drive her home. A wonderful piece of hitting by Christ through the drawn-in infield and into right center. Abel and Christ both ecstatic, and the Cougars strike first. Paris would load the bases in the second, but when Lay needed to make a pitch, she made it. Lay strikes out Sophia Krusha, and again the Coyotes' chances to break that goose egg go begging. The Coyotes would load the bases again in the third, and this time they would cash in. This pitch from Lay to Reagan Crum skips past Christ into the backstop, allowing Cummins to score and tie the game at 1. But after Lay strikes out Layla Reichman, the Cougars would strike right back. Runners at second and third, nobody out for Abel, and she promptly obliterates this ball to center field. Just a heat-seeking missile over Krusha's head. Corinne Brinkley and Kira Rothweiler both score, and it's 3-1 Highland. A couple walks would get runners to first and second for Paris in the fourth, but again, Lay tightropes her way out of danger. A ground out to Rothweiler at short strands the tying runs on base, and like they did so many times, the Cougars respond by applying the pressure in the bottom half, and this time they would really create some separation. Runner at second and one out for Brinkley. What a day she had out of the 9 spot. She just shoots this pitch to the left center field gap, and she trades places with Allie Lundberg, who walked leading off the inning. It would only take 4 more pitches for Brinkley to score because Rothweiler stays on an off-speed pitch and rips it down the right field line. Brinkley coasts on home. The only question was, where would Rothweiler end up? She picks up Paul Seifers in that third base coach's box, and she catapults herself headlong into third. This just felt like the moment the Cougars really seized control. It's 5-1 at this point, but that lead would continue to grow, and it was all because the Cougars just kept putting the ball in play and forcing the hand of the Paris defense. After Abel was hit by a pitch, just a simple ground ball off the bat of Christ, it deflects off of pitcher Ava Crane's glove. That allows Christ to reach and Rothweiler to score. Very next batter, Lay again just putting bat to ball, nothing more than a routine ground ball to short. That's all it takes to drive in, able to stretch the Cougars' lead to a half dozen. Paris would inch ever so slightly closer the next 2 innings. In the 5th, Reichman delivers a well-struck hit up the middle to make it 7-2. And in the 6th, Ashenfelter makes it 7-3 with a sacrifice fly. But that's as tight as it would get. A few more insurance runs for the Cougars makes it 10-3 heading to the 7th. After working the 6th in relief of Lay, Kaylin Mathis works around back-to-back singles leading off that 7th frame. A strikeout of Reichman, and then Knightley Mitten, the final hope for Paris. She grounds out to Rothweiler, and for the second straight season, the Cougars win a district title on their home field and are 1 win away from a return trip to state.
I tell you, this group is so talented, so very talented. They make my job so easy. I feel like I could just sit on a bucket and let them go. But they do. They can hit for average. They can hit for power. We don't bunt much, but they're great bunters as well. Key does and Corinne does. But no, a lot of athleticism, a lot of experience, and you see it when you watch them play, and it's just a very special group.
The reigning Class 2 champs will host this year's quarterfinal game on October 25th against either South Harrison or Marceline.
Last year, I felt like there was nothing to lose. So coming in this year, since it's my senior year, I feel like all 5 of us seniors were kind of like, oh, we got to get it done and stuff. So just keeping our nerves like calm the whole time, I think that's a big thing. And just keeping our team chemistry, staying together, every at bat, take it and field the ball clean.
I feel like everyone has stepped up this year. At the beginning of the year, we were all kind of off and on, and then we all went through a bit of a hitting slump, but we're all back. We're ready to go. Everybody's hitting amazing, and I feel like there's so much more that could happen, but you just got to wait for it to come around.
Muddy River Sports. Our home, our sports.